Welcome to the Directors Club podcast, your go-to resource for childcare center owners and directors. Each week we dive into the world of childcare management, sharing valuable tips, tools, and resources to help you build enrollment, retain your top teachers, and streamline your operations. With a casual and lighthearted approach, we unlock the secrets of creating a thriving childcare center. Let's laugh, learn, and grow together. This is the Directors Club podcast. Hey there, it's Noelle from the Directors Club, and I hope you are enjoying your summer and rejuvenating and spending some time relaxing and maybe even masterminding on what you're going to do in the fall for your new school year. Thinking about you, I'm enjoying some time. I just came back from New Hampshire and I'm excited to get working on some projects that I have going for the Directors Club. So today I'm talking about parent retention, building stronger relationships with your families, and communicating all the things that you do for them. I'm going to give you some tips on what we do at Scribble Time and what I see work across centers that we work with. To help maintain that strong relationship, the parents are satisfied with the center and they're loyal to you versus going someplace else. And this podcast was sparked by a pretty big post in a Facebook group about a director who lost a large group of families to a brand new center in town. And I don't know if it was about money. I'm not really sure exactly why they left. But there was a lot of fear in those comments. And I know that's a fear that people have. If all of a sudden 3 families leave, 10 families leave, that's a drop in revenue that is hard to make back up if you don't have a wait list going. Or if you have to wait for people to come, it's even worse. My first tip to you is regular and transparent communication. Every week, if you can, send an email and just give them an update. Now you can use an email template that you have. If you're using an email system, Constant Contact or MailChimp or something like that. You could also design, super easy, in Canva, canva.com. You could design a template, a newsletter template, 1 page, like simple couple little updates. Parents love that communication. Even if it's not something that they read every day or it's not earth-shattering news inside that newsletter. It's communication and it's consistent. Always share those things. Also, if there's something going on at the school, be transparent about it. If you're having staffing issues, the whole country's having staffing issues. Tell them, you know what? I don't like moving the teachers around myself. I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing A, B, and C to find staff. But until then, I'm so lucky to have this staff that can be flexible to move to different classrooms. Be super transparent with them. The second thing that I want to offer you is family-friendly events. So for years in the beginning, we didn't really do a lot of family events. And then we brought an art show in. And let me tell you, it was a game changer. It's practically free. The kids every month were doing art projects and we were saving them. And then we hired the ice cream man truck to sit outside. I think that cost $600 it's $500 for them to come and give ice cream after people walked in and out. They could bring grandparents, friends, whoever to walk through the center. And that was a big hit. We then planned a back to school night. That was a big hit. And so think about those things to bring your community together, get them connected with other families, meeting their friends. Consider another thing that we have done that I just love that came into play this year from our director was we do Student of the Week every week. And the parents can come in, meet their friends. And so get them coming in and getting more connected with you and your team and all the other families. My third tip is address concerns and feedback promptly. Your anxiety might hold you back and you might feel bad or you don't want to address it or you don't like to confront things. Confront them. Get the strength and confront them. Address their concerns. You might not be able to do what they want, but let them know that you hear them. Just that right there is going to make a huge difference. I can tell you that on tours, That's one of the things I'll ask. What are you looking for in a child care center? And they'll say open communication. And anytime we have concerns, I'd like to talk about it. Okay. And it's not meaning that they're at my desk every day, even though some of them would, right? But address the concerns promptly. Don't just push it off because you don't feel like dealing with it or you're so busy. Address them immediately so that they know that you're on top of everything, and that's what you do. Tip 4 is create a welcoming environment. And what does that mean? Maybe you put a sign on new cubbies of people coming and put a sign on the time clock or at the front door of new teachers starting. And maybe you write a welcome email after someone starts at the end of the first week. Hey, just wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. I do this program, we call it the check-in program at the school. We do it every quarter, every month actually. And we like to touch every family at least once a quarter in an email or in person and like, how are things going? Just to check in with them. They can tell us anything confidential. And that's just random, out of the blue. This is what happens with just checking in to see how things are going with you. Delete back to this. We just like simple email, and it really helps them. I cannot tell you how many emails we get back, and they're like, thank you so much for reaching out. Really no concerns right now, but absolutely love the center. Love that you even asked me this. Like, I feel like you're like, that they're really, delete back to this. Like, they always say that they feel like they can always come to us when they have questions or concerns. You're really like, with all these things we're talking about, right? Communication, family events, addressing problems, and creating a welcoming environment. You're really just like cultivating that relationship with the family intentionally. And none of this is like game-changing time out of your day. Quick email, maybe an art show. Of course, that will take a little bit of time. But any concerns that come up, addressing them. And then every quarter, just an out of the blue email. Hey, how you doing? How are we doing? What can I do to support you? And making sure that the door is just always open. And when you have that type of relationship, you're more likely to build that trust and loyalty from those families than you are if you just go by your day and you just, hey, how you doing when they're walking in and out? But now be more intentional with these things to build those strong relationships with families to increase that retention rate. Hope you learned something today, and I would love to hear from you. Inside the show notes, I have Child Care Center Owners and Directors Facebook group if you want to join us in there. There's so many great people in that community that you can get your questions answered. We can dig deeper on this topic if you need help. You can ask questions or share your concerns anytime you would like. And also, we have delete back to also. And if you have a second to rate the show on the podcast, I would love you to do that. I'd love to see more ratings on our platform and see how we're doing, so that we make sure that we're going in the right direction for you. Have an awesome day, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye, everybody.